You know that feeling? When a doctor lowers their voice, avoids your eyes, and says the word cancer? It doesn't matter how old you are. Your heart skips a beat. Suddenly, everything feels fragile. And at our age, it's not just someone else's story anymore. It's become personal. The truth is, cancer is no longer a rare guest. It's sneaking into our homes, our families, and our bodies quietly, sometimes without a single warning sign. But here's a gentle but powerful thought. What if there were simple, natural ways to help our bodies become stronger, more protected, even as we age? I'm not talking about expensive pills or scary treatments. I'm talking about nature, real whole foods you can hold in your hand. Tiny little seeds that don't look like much, but hold incredible power inside. Seeds that have been studied in labs. Seeds that our grandparents used without even knowing how wise they were. Seeds that, when eaten consistently, can help your cells fight back, reduce inflammation, and even lower your risk of certain cancers. In today's video, I'll walk with you through 6 amazing seeds that science says can help support your body's natural defense system, especially after 60. They're easy to find, they're simple to use, and if you stay with me till the end, I'll also show you how to make sure your body actually absorbs the nutrients from them. Because yes, that part matters too. Before we get started, leave me a quick comment below. Let me know how old you are and where you're watching from. I love seeing our Health 365 community from all over the world, all ages, coming together to live stronger, longer, and better. All right, are you ready to open your pantry and discover the medicine hidden inside it? Let's begin with a seed that feels indulgent, but might just be your new daily protector. Shall we? Let's start with a seed that most people think of as a luxury, macadamia. For seniors like us, this humble nut might just be one of the most powerful defenders our cells can ask for. Here's why. Over 75% of the fat in macadamia is monounsaturated, the kind of fat that protects your heart, calms inflammation, and most importantly, shields your cells from the damage that leads to diseases like cancer. Inflammation is sneaky. It builds up over time, quietly damaging the DNA inside our cells. And when DNA gets hurt and doesn't repair well, that's when abnormal cell growth can start. Now, what makes macadamia even more special is a mineral called manganese. Just a small handful, around 10 to 12 nuts a day, gives you about 1.5 milligrams of it. And that's not just a number. Manganese plays a key role in activating your body's internal repair system. It helps your cells bounce back. It protects your DNA. It literally strengthens your body's anti-cancer defense from the inside out. And there's more. Macadamias are rich in phytosterols, plant compounds that studies have shown can slow the growth of certain cancers, especially in breast and prostate tissues. One study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that diets high in phytosterols were linked to a reduction in tumor growth in lab models. These aren't just health claims. This is real science pointing to real benefits, especially important as our natural defenses start to slow down past 60. So, how do you use macadamia wisely? The answer isn't complicated. You don't need to cook fancy dishes. Just take a few nuts, maybe chop them and toss them over your morning oatmeal. Blend a few into a smoothie, add them to a salad, or simply enjoy them raw as a snack in the afternoon. Because they're naturally filling, they help you avoid overeating. And unlike sugary snacks, they nourish while they satisfy. Every time you eat macadamia, you're not just enjoying a nut. You're feeding your cells with the nutrients they crave, helping your body stay stronger, steadier, and more resilient. Now, while macadamia protects quietly from within, our next seed has something bold to offer, a vibrant color, a cultural tradition, and a powerful punch of cancer-fighting nutrients. Let's talk about that next. You might remember this from family gatherings. A bowl of red watermelon seeds passed around during the holidays, laughter in the air, and that warm feeling of home. For many of us, these little seeds weren't just snacks. They were part of the moment. But what most people never realized is that those same red seeds are more than tradition. They're a natural medicine that science is only beginning to appreciate. You see, red watermelon seeds are packed with lycopene, a bright red antioxidant that works like a shield inside your body. It helps protect your cells from oxidative stress, which is just a fancy way of saying it stops the kind of damage that leads to cancer. In fact, just 100 grams of these seeds can contain up to 75 millimicrons of lycopene, nearly 3 times more than a fresh tomato, which is usually praised as a top lycopene source. Lycopene is especially powerful for the prostate, lungs, and breast tissue. A 2020 review published in Antioxidants showed that high lycopene intake was linked with a lower risk of several cancers thanks to its role in preventing abnormal cell changes before they even start. But it's not just lycopene. These seeds also provide linoleic acid, an essential omega-6 fatty acid. When taken in balance, this fatty acid reduces inflammation and helps your immune system stay sharp. And if you're over 60, you know how important that is. Your immune defense becomes slower, and chronic inflammation creeps in quietly. On top of that, you're also getting a beautiful trio of magnesium, zinc, and vitamin E. These are nutrients that support cell repair, protect your tissues, and help you feel energized, not drained, after a long day. That's the kind of fuel your body deserves now, more than ever. Now, how do you enjoy them without overdoing it? Stick to about 15-20 grams a day. A small handful. Soak them for a couple of hours to soften the shells, then toast them gently in a dry pan. You can eat them whole, grind them into a powder, or even blend them into a smooth, creamy plant-based milk that's easy on the stomach. And speaking of humble, underestimated foods, the next seed is something most people overlook completely. It doesn't look like much. It's not colorful. It's not trendy. But it might just be one of the quietest cancer fighters in your kitchen. Let's take a closer look. It's funny, isn't it? Some of the most powerful foods we can eat are the ones that barely get noticed. Millet is one of those foods. Small, pale, and sitting quietly on the bottom shelf of the store. Most people pass it by without a second glance. But if you pause, take it home, and let it into your kitchen, you just might discover a secret weapon for your long-term health. Millet isn't fancy. It doesn't have a bright color or a trendy name, but what it does have is a high concentration of polyphenols, plant compounds known for their strong antioxidant power. In just 100 grams, you'll get up to 120 milligrams of polyphenols. That's significantly more than white rice or refined grains, which are stripped of their protective layers during processing. And these polyphenols are not just nice to have. They help protect your cells from free radicals, unstable molecules that float through your body damaging DNA, speeding up aging, and starting the very processes that can lead to cancer. Studies, like one published in Nutrition Research and Practice, suggest that the polyphenolic compounds in millet may help lower the risk of colon and breast cancer, especially in older adults. But millet's benefits don't stop at antioxidants. It's also a wonderful natural source of magnesium, about 114 milligrams per 100 grams. Magnesium helps relax blood vessels, improve circulation, and regulate blood pressure. For seniors looking to support both heart and cancer protection without adding more pills to the cabinet, this is a quiet but powerful ally. And here's the best part. Millet is incredibly easy to use. You don't need to learn new recipes or follow complicated steps. Just cook it like rice. You can stir it into soups, use it as the base for grain bowls, or even mix it with a little warm milk and cinnamon for a comforting porridge in the morning. A couple tablespoons a day might not look like much on the plate, but inside your body, they're doing a whole lot of good, helping your cells stay clear of damage, keeping your blood flowing, and giving your body the calm strength it needs to age with grace. And if you think millet is impressive, wait until you hear what's packed into the tiniest, crunchiest seed that's probably sitting in your spice drawer right now. Let's explore that next. Think about the last time you sprinkled something over your stir-fry or tossed a little crunch into your salad. Was it sesame? Most likely, yes. These tiny seeds show up in our food more than we realize, not to steal the spotlight, but to quietly elevate the meal. But behind that gentle, nutty flavor lies a surprising truth. Sesame seeds carry some of the most potent natural cancer-fighting compounds known in the plant world. They may be small, but sesame seeds are packed with two unique antioxidants, sesamin and sesamol. These aren't just good-sounding names. They've been studied in depth. In a 2017 study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, researchers found that extracts from sesame seeds could slow the growth of cancer cells, especially in cases of breast and colorectal cancer. The compounds appear to block the signals that tell abnormal cells to grow and divide, like flipping off the switch before trouble begins. And that's just the beginning. If you're over 60, there's another reason sesame matters: bone health. Aging bodies naturally lose calcium, especially in women after menopause. But here's something many people don't know. Just 100 grams of whole sesame seeds contain nearly 975 milligrams of calcium. That's more than a full glass of milk. So, while they're helping prevent cancer, they're also quietly strengthening your bones, protecting you from fractures and instability later in life. Not only that, these seeds bring in magnesium too, about 351 milligrams per 100 grams. Magnesium is essential for keeping your blood pressure stable, your muscles calm, and your nerves firing smoothly. And when those systems are balanced, your body becomes a lot more capable of fighting off disease. Now, here's the good part. You don't need to eat a bowl of sesame to get the benefits. Just 1 or 2 tablespoons a day, about 10 to 20 grams, is enough. You can sprinkle them over oatmeal, blend them into your morning smoothie, stir them into a warm bowl of soup, or use them as a topping for roasted vegetables or grilled fish. They add flavor, texture, and most importantly, protection. Now, if sesame is the silent warrior, the next nut is the emotional one. It comforts, it energizes, and it brings ancient traditions and modern science together in a powerful way. Let's talk about almonds. There's something deeply comforting about almonds. Maybe it's the crunch, maybe it's the smooth sweetness, or maybe it's the way they've always been part of our traditions, in warm milk at bedtime, in holiday desserts, or in little glass jars gifted to family and friends. But almonds aren't just a nostalgic snack. They're a proven, powerful ally when it comes to protecting your body from the silent threat of cancer. Let's start with vitamin E. Almonds are one of the richest natural sources of it, around 25 milligrams per 100 grams. And this isn't just any vitamin. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble antioxidant, which means it travels through your body's cells, shielding them from free radicals, those unstable molecules that damage DNA and trigger cancerous changes. Think of it like a firefighter, constantly putting out sparks before they can turn into a wildfire. But almonds don't stop there. They're also loaded with polyphenols and flavonoids, two plant compounds that have caught the attention of cancer researchers. A study published in the International Journal of Cancer showed that people who consumed nuts, especially almonds, regularly had a reduced risk of colon, breast, and prostate cancer. These compounds don't just defend, they actually slow the reproduction of abnormal cells, giving your immune system a chance to catch and eliminate them before they grow. And let's not forget magnesium, about 270 xmol per 100 grams. This mineral is crucial for calming your nervous system, helping your muscles relax, and keeping emotional stress in check. Chronic stress, as we know, can weaken your immune response and create the kind of internal chaos that makes it harder for your body to fight disease. With almonds, you're not just fueling your body. You're grounding your mood and giving your inner systems a breather. So, how do you eat almonds in a way that really helps? Here's a tip. Soak them. Let them sit in water for 6 to 8 hours before eating. This softens the skin, makes them easier to digest, and reduces something called phytic acid, a natural compound that can block your body from absorbing minerals like calcium and iron. Soaking helps unlock the almond's full nutrient potential and makes every bite more nourishing. Stick to a small handful a day, about 20 to 30 grams. Add them to your breakfast, blend them into smoothies, or simply enjoy them on their own as a mid-morning energy boost. But if almonds are the steady hand, the next seed is the surprise hero. Let's dig into it next. Now, let me take you to a place most people overlook: the kitchen counter, during pumpkin season. You scoop out the seeds, rinse them off, and maybe, just maybe, you roast a few. But most of the time, they end up in the trash. What a waste, because those tiny pumpkin seeds, often discarded without a thought, are some of the most powerful natural defenders against cancer you could ever eat. Let's start with zinc, a mineral that's like a repairman inside your body. It helps rebuild damaged cells and strengthens the ones still standing. In just 100 grams of pumpkin seeds, you get about 7 milligrams of zinc, making them one of the richest natural sources available. Zinc is especially important for men over 50, not just for general immunity, but because it plays a crucial role in keeping the prostate healthy and reducing the risk of prostate cancer. But pumpkin seeds don't stop there. They also contain a trio of nutrients that work together like a natural shield: magnesium, manganese, and vitamin E. Magnesium helps regulate cell growth and keep inflammation under control. Manganese supports your body's antioxidant systems, and vitamin E, as we've talked about, helps protect your DNA from oxidative stress, which is one of the root causes of cancer. What makes pumpkin seeds really shine, though, is something called phytosterols. These plant-based compounds mimic cholesterol in your gut, but instead of causing harm, they actually block the absorption of harmful cholesterol and interfere with the growth of cancer cells. Multiple studies, including one in nutrition and cancer, show that diets rich in phytosterols are linked to lower rates of breast and colon cancers. And guess what? You don't need a lot. Just a small handful, about 30 grams a day, is enough to provide your body with these protective nutrients. Sprinkle them on salads, blend them into smoothies, stir them into oatmeal, or eat them as a simple, crunchy snack. Just be mindful of how you prepare them. Roasting at high heat can destroy the delicate vitamin E and reduce their benefits. Stick to light toasting, or eat them raw if your digestion allows. So now you've met the 6 quiet heroes, the seeds that can help protect your body from the inside out. But here's the truth. Most people miss. Eating healthy foods is one thing. Absorbing their nutrients is something else entirely. It's frustrating, isn't it? You try your best. You buy the good ingredients. You make the right choices. But your body doesn't always make the most of them. As we age, digestion slows down. Absorption isn't as efficient. But there's good news. With just a few small changes, you can help your body take in more of the powerful compounds these seeds offer. Let's start with heat. Many people roast seeds at high temperatures for extra crunch, but here's the problem. High heat destroys sensitive nutrients like vitamin E and omega fats, the very things your cells need to fight inflammation and cancer. Instead, go gentle. Lightly toast your seeds at about 150 to 160 degrees Celsius, that's 320 degrees Celsius, for just 8 to 10 minutes. This brings out the flavor, reduces compounds like phytic acid that block mineral absorption, and still keeps their healing properties intact. Another tip: pair your seeds with vitamin C. This vitamin dramatically improves your body's ability to absorb minerals like iron and zinc. So the next time you toss pumpkin seeds into a salad, add a squeeze of lemon. Blend sesame into a smoothie with orange or kiwi. Even a slice of pineapple on the side can help those seeds work harder inside you. And if you've ever felt bloated or uneasy after eating seeds, here's what's happening. The outer shell can be tough to break down, especially with a slower digestive system. The fix is simple. Grind your seeds before eating. A small food processor or blender will do the trick. Once ground, your body can access the nutrients more easily, and you'll feel lighter, not weighed down. Want a fun, easy way to enjoy them? Try this. Mix a handful of ground pumpkin and sesame seeds with a spoonful of natural peanut butter, a touch of honey, and a sprinkle of oats. Shape them into little bars. Pop them in the fridge for half an hour. And just like that, you've got a nutrient-dense snack that fuels your body and satisfies your cravings. Now let's bring it all home and talk about what this really means for your life moving forward. When we think about protecting our health, it's easy to imagine it has to be hard. Expensive supplements, long appointments, confusing diets. But the truth? Real change often begins with the smallest things, like seeds, tiny, humble, easy to overlook, yet filled with the wisdom of nature and the strength your body has been quietly asking for. You don't need to change everything overnight. You don't have to become someone else. You just need to add a little bit of what's right, and do it consistently. A handful of almonds, a sprinkle of sesame, a few pumpkin seeds blended into your morning smoothie. Small, nourishing steps that slowly but surely help you reclaim the strength you thought you had lost. These seeds aren't magic, but your body is. When given the right tools, even after 60, 70, or 80, it knows how to heal, how to protect itself, and how to keep going. So here's my message to you. You are not powerless. You are not too old to change. And you are definitely not too late to start. Your health journey doesn't have to be perfect, but it can be powerful. One spoonful, one meal, one small daily choice at a time. If this video gave you even one helpful idea, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me which seed you'll start with, or which one brought back a memory. Your story could inspire someone else who's watching. And don't forget, tap that like button if you found this valuable, and subscribe to Health 365 to get more natural, science-backed tips for living stronger, longer, and with more joy. Take care of yourself, stay curious, and remember, you're never too old to nourish your body like it matters, because it always does. See you in the next video.